Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. বলছে নীলাদ্রি গমন জগন্নাথ দর্শন সার্বভৌম ভট্টাচার্য প্রভুর মিলন এই প্রভুর দাস বৃন্দাবন বিস্তারী করিয়াছেন উত্তম বর্ণন. The Lord Jagannath Mahaprabhu went to Jagannath Puri, visited Lord Jagannath's temple. He also met with Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. All these pastimes have been very elaborately explained by Vrindavan Das Thakur in his book Chaitanya Mangal. Sahaje Vichitra Madhur Chaitanya Vihar Vrindavan Dasmukhi Amriter Udhar. By nature, all the activities of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu are very wonderful and sweet. When they are described by Vrindavan Das Thakur, they become like a shower of nectar. অতএব তাহা বর্ণিলে হয় পুনরক্তি দম্ভ করি বর্ণি যদি তৈছে নাহি শক্তি. Therefore, I very humbly submit that this is Krishnadas Kaviraj saying that since these incidents have already been nicely described by Vrindavan Das Thakur, I would be proud to repeat the same thing. This would not be very good. I don't have such power. চৈতন্য মঙ্গলে যাহা করিল বর্ণন সূত্ররূপে সেই লীলা করয়ে সূচন. I am therefore presenting only the synopsis of these events already described elaborately by Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur in his Chaitanya Mangal, now known as Chaitanya Bhagavat. তার সূত্রে আছে তেহ না কইল বর্ণন কত কিঞ্চিত করিতে কথন. Some of the incidents he did not describe elaborately, but only summarized. And this I shall try to describe in this book. অতএব তার পায়ে করি নমস্কার তার পায়ে অপরাধ না হোক আমার. I thus offer my respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet in the statue. I hope that I will not offend his lotus feet by this action. Because this is very important. We commit so much aparad. That is why we are not qualifying to become bhakta, but we are trying. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, who is Vaishnava? Now is Tina Dopi Sunichena. Todu Diva Sahishna. And nobody want to become all these things. Yes? This thing become obstacle, impediment to become a Vaishnava. Everybody is proud, think I am something. Yes or no? Hello? Yes or no? Hello? Yes?
Yes.
I'm silent. This guy. His material life means he is saying something, may not be thinking something. If you bring the same thing here, devotion, so how can you make progress? Yes? You have to be transparent. Spiritual life means you have to be transparent. A little kid, their daddy or his mommy, they accept it. We don't accept. Why? Because of association. You have to come at least in the mode of goodness. Then there will be illumination. Dibbogga and Hide Prakashito. Then you get spiritual knowledge. Anybody can say, Satan can also quote big verses. What is action? Krishna is watching. এই মতো মহাপ্রভু চলিলানিলা চলে চারি ভক্ত সঙ্গে কৃষ্ণ কীর্তন কৌতূহল. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu proceeded toward Jagannath Puri with 4 of his devotees and he chanted the holy name of the Lord, Hare Krishna Mahamantra, with great eagerness. Sometimes he chanted simply Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. The we are getting any pleasure chanting Hare Krishna? Huh? Good. Maybe more pleasure taking prasad? Hello? But it's higher if you chanting Hare Krishna. That is good. If you get pleasure hearing Krishna Katha, Sinnatam Sagata Krishna, Punna Savana Kirtana, Hiddantasta Abhadrani. Whatever dirty thing like Himalaya you have got, আমাদের সারা লক্ষ লক্ষ জীবনে millions of life heaped up like Himalaya. So much dirty things. I am man, I am woman, I am Bengali, I am Uriya, I am South Indian, I am American, a black guy, skin disease. It's not easy to get rid of. My lips are Krishna will clean. If we hear from realized soul, then Krishna cleans with Hare is sincere. Do it here. শোনা যাচ্ছে? না শোনা যাচ্ছে? Don't have to loud. ভিক্ষা লাগিয়া একদিন এক গ্রামে গিয়া আপনে বহু তন্ন আনিলা মাগিয়া Mahaprabhu. One day Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally went to a village, collected a great quantity of rice and other grains for the preparation of prasadam. Now you have to become humble if you distribute book. Sometimes people say, man, what you are doing in the name of God, begging all these things, money, and for your maintenance. Get lost, man. You have to go through so much humiliation. Yes or no? ওই বেচতে গেলে হাম্বল হতে হয় চাই না সেই বহুবার চাই এই মুভমেন্ট হলো বুক ডিস্ট্রিবিউশন distribute book you become humble. Yes or no? Yes. But there are some people, I don't want to say their name, they cannot do according to time, place, circumstances. Prabhupada knows they cannot tolerate. They cannot. They say they are doing business. Why don't you reach around the world? That won't do. Simply, it makes the heart hard. That is why some of our Acharya says, if you hear Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Lila, your heart will melt. Then another place says, saying, হৃদয় পাষাণ গলল না তো পাষাণ হলে গলে যেত হৃদয় পাষাণ গলল না তো Indians to understand we do so much aparad. That's why hearing Chaitanya Mahaprabhu our heart doesn't melt, doesn't become soft. Why? Committing so much offense, criticizing. পথে বড় বড় দানি বিঘ্ন নাহি করে তা সবারে কৃপা করি আইলা রেমুনা পারে রেমুনারে. There are many rivers on the way, and at each river there was a tax different kingdom, and you have to pay tax, toll. They did not hinder the landlord, however, and he showed them mercy. Finally, he reached the village Remuna, where we should go. রেউনাতে গোপীনাথ পরম মোহন ভক্তি করি কইল প্রভু তার দর্শন তার পাদপদ্মে নিকট প্রণাম করিতে তার পুষ্পচিরা করিল প্রভুর মাতে. The deity Gopinath was very attractive. Even Lord Ramchandra went there. Lord Chaitanya visited the temple and offered his obeisances with great devotion. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu offered his obeisances at the lotus feet of the Gopinath deity, the helmet of flowers on the head of Gopinath fell down and landed on the head of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Jai Gaur, Sai Krishna, Sai Jagannath. সবাই হয়তো তা মানে না, বেঙ্গল, উড়িষ্যা, মণিপুরে সব অধিকাংশ মেনে নেয় চৈতন্য মহাপ্রভু ভগবান। চূড়া পাইয়া মহাপ্রভুর আনন্দিত মান, বহু নিত্য গীত কইল লইয়া ভক্তগণ। When the deity Hamlet fell upon his head, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu became very pleased. Thus he chanted and danced in various ways. প্রভুর প্রভাব দেখি প্রেম রূপ গুণ, বিস্মিত হইলা গোপীনাথের দাসগণ। All the servants of the deity were struck with wonder due to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's intense love, his exquisite beauty and his transcendental qualities. নানা রূপে প্রীত্য কইল প্রভুর সেবন, সেই রাত্রি তাহা প্রভু কইল বঞ্চন। Because of their love for Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they served him in many ways, and that night the Lord stayed in the temple of Gopinath. Put the watch here, I can see the time. Oh. Mahaprasad Khirlo, acha. Because of their love for Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they served him in many ways, and that night the Lord stayed at the temple of Gopinath. মহাপ্রসাদ খিলবে রহিলা প্রভু তথা, পূর্বে ঈশ্বরপুরী তারে করিয়াছেন কথা। The Lord remained there because he was very eager to receive the remnants of sweet rice offered to the Gopinath deity, having heard declaration from his spiritual master Ishwar Puripad. Puripad, what had happened once there. ক্ষীরচোরা গোপীনাথ প্রসিদ্ধ তার নাম, ভক্তগণ কহে প্রভু সেই তো আখ্যান। The deity was known widely as Khirchor Gopinath, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told his devotees the story of how the deity became so famous. পূর্বে মাধবপুরীর লাগি ক্ষীর কইল চুরি, অতএব নাম হইল ক্ষীরচোরা হরি। Formerly, the deity had stolen a pot of sweet rice from Madhavpuri. Therefore, he became very famous as the Lord who stole the sweet rice. পূর্বে মাধবপুরী আইলা বৃন্দাবন, ভ্রমিতে ভ্রমিতে গেলা গিরি গোবর্ধন। Once Madhavinda Puri traveled to Vrindavan, where he came upon the hill known as Govardhan. প্রেমে মত্ত নাহি তার রাত্রি দিন জ্ঞান, ক্ষণে ওঠে ক্ষণে পড়ে নাহি স্থানাস্থান। এক্সটাসি, বড় ভক্ত, রাত দিন জ্ঞান নেই, রাত দিন ভগবানের সেবা করছে। Night is hard. They serve the Lord and forget the bodily existence or conception that I am this body. They become free from this simply by serving. Madhavendra Puri was almost mad in his ecstasy of love of Godhead. He did not know whether it was day or night. Sometimes he stood up and sometimes he fell to the ground. Prabhupada said, when you go to Vrindavan, when you go to Mayapur, at once forget your I am this, I am that. I'm a big gun. I've got expensive clothes. Fall flat. This dham is non-defined from the Lord. So we should pay attention. Sometimes he fell on the ground. He could not discriminate whether he was in a proper place or not. শৈল পরিক্রমা করি গোবিন্দ কুণ্ডে আসি স্নান করি বৃক্ষতলে আছে সন্ধ্যায় বসি. After circumambulating the hill, Madhavendra Puri went in to Govinda Kunda. You should, if you go to Vrindavan, must, do parikrama of Govinda Kunda. It's a nice, either how Lord feels. Sanatana Goswami, when he's very old, nearly 80 years, still he is doing twice Govardhan Parikrama. Krishna came in a dream, said, Sanatan, you are already Siddha. This is for devotees new. You already have achieved perfection in bhakti. You are not supposed to do this. But the bhakti means ultimately love. So lover and beloved sometimes have got quarrel. Very sweet. Krishna feels for his devotee. Why his old man have to walk, which takes a young man at least 4.5 hours? My God. Sometimes some devotee do one day, 1/4 or half, then another, then gradually do one. I don't know how many kilometers? 15. I forgot. I think minimum 4.5 it takes, even at night. So Krishna feel for his devotee. He is a person. That is the devotee. Bhakti means love. And he sees he is doing that. No. I have to do. Because you want to set up an example. But God does not. Krishna does not want his devotee suffers. He doesn't care to suffer for Krishna. Krishna also don't want devotee to suffer. This is loving exchange. This is bhakti. This is the sweetness of bhakti. Overnight we cannot give up sense gratification. Bhakti parisanu bhava. You have got a higher taste, just like this. Then automatically he gives her. Forcibly, I won't eat. How many days will do? Nobody is there. 15 gulab jam, 10 people coming. Nobody is watching. Hey, where is the other gulab jam? Very well. Rascal you. This is good. You have to have some higher taste. Automatically. This is real Vairagya. Bhakti parishanubhava virakti annat. Nah, just like, I don't like to, I am not supposed to look at, but our eyes go. Why? Because of past habit. As the English saying, old habit dies hard. পুরনো সহজে সারবে না, chronic disease. Millions of life we have got so many bad habits. Overnight you cannot give up artificially. You have got a higher taste. যদি আমরা উচ্চতর কিছু আস্বাদন করি ভগবানের, তখন আস্তে আস্তে এদিকে আর ইচ্ছা করে না। তখন সেটা হলো আসল বৈরাগ্য। জোর করে আমি ভালো খাবো না, যখন কেউ নেই কাবাব, আইসক্রিম, ঝালমুড়ি। কিরে এ কি ঝালমুড়ি খাচ্ছিস ট্রেনে? কি করবো? আমার ডাক্তার বলেছে খালি পেটে থাকতে হবে না, আমি কি করবো? আমার কিছু নেই খাবার। I have nothing. Why you are eating all these things? You should take prasad in this thing. He sees nobody's there, is come. And there's nice jalmuri, nice সরষার তেল, and কাঁচা লঙ্কা দিচ্ছে, গন্ধে বেরোচ্ছে, ভালো লাগছে। সত্যি কথা বলছি, ধনে পাতা বলছি। কড়াইশুটি, আচ্ছা, আরো কত কিছু দিচ্ছে। এই পেঁয়াজ রসুন, না না আমি না বলে দিয়েছি পেঁয়াজ দিস না, পেঁয়াজ দিও না, রসুন দিও না। খাচ্ছিস কেন? আমার কাছে বিস্কুট, বিস্কুট খা। Sorry to say, sometimes we like so many things. In India, everybody like bhelpuri, jhalmuri, puffed rice with so many spices. It's almost irresistible. The Bengalis like also mustard oil and some green chili. Sometimes Bombay, there may be potatoes also sliced. Aloo kabli. In our school days, it's irresistible. How you give? Krishna is always fasting. You artificial বৈরাগ্য এটা মনলা। But this is বৈরাগ্য. So Vasudeva Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojita. If I do Vasudeva Bhakti, and Sravanam, Kirtanam, all these things, জনয়তি আশু বৈরাগ্য, জ্ঞান হলে তখন বৈরাগ্য হবে যে আমি এই দেহ না আমি। আর থিওরিটিক্যাল জ্ঞান, only you have got theoretical book knowledge, that won't last long. You have to have some realization, you have to have some taste. Am I developing attachment to Krishna Katha? I'm developing attachment to Krishna's name, Krishna's form, Krishna's beauty. Artificially won't last long. Automatically the result will be like that. Detest material enjoyment and sense gratification. If I am hungry, if I am eager to advance in Krishna consciousness, and anything given, you are satisfied. Even the panta hot dollar bora, even simple thing, dal roti, you are happy because you are hungry. শাক ভাত, এবং তারপরে as a result you feel, what do you feel? You don't have to ask somebody. You feel nourishment, pushti. You feel tushti. You feel satisfaction. খেয়েছেন, পেট ভরেছে, হ্যাঁ, and khuda, your appetite. You don't have to ask others, am I satisfied? So Krishna consciousness like that. You are advancing into these all external this. Prabhupada sometimes asks, why everybody wants take sannyas, these are Prabhupada. Then nobody can control him. He's independent. He's treated like a guru, washing feet. Everybody respect him. That is everybody want. Give best food, bring Mahaprasad. Sometimes Guru said, oh, acha, you want to. So, I give you this, it will be helpful for preaching, seeing your dress, but mind you, qualify yourself. In other words, don't take it for granted. One should take the words of the Guru very seriously if you want to make advancement. As seriously as the words of God. Otherwise, we cannot make tangible advancement. আমি তাহলে ভক্তিপথে এগোতে পারবো না। If you don't take the word of Guru seriously, then you can make advance. Prabhupada used to say, Bhavasatika buddhi eki hakurada. Bhagavad second chapter, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur purport. In toto, strictly follow what Guru says. Take it very serious. Guru Mukha Padavakya. Narottam Das Thakur says, Chittete koriya ঐক্য, anna koriya mane aas. Again, don't go and ask him. What he's saying coming direct from God. He's just a mouthpiece. Take it like that. Otherwise, you can't make it. So many books you are reading and telling. Maybe you get clapping this, that. How many days? Better become serious, very, very simple at heart, which is very difficult devotee find to become. Yes or no? Yes? Because material world means it's just, artificial very. Acha. After circumambulating the hill, Madhavendra Puri, 8 o'clock already. Half an hour. After circumambulating the hill, Madhavendra Puri went to Govinda Kundu. Have you gone to Vrindavan? You should go. No, Govinda Kundu. And took his bath. Then he sat beneath a tree to take his evening rest. এখন কিন্তু কিছু খায়নি till now for few days gone he didn't drink, eat, sleep, so much absorbed. We cannot do that artificially. Today I will do nirjala. Not eating. Be practical, eat what you can, not too much, and do more service then. Don't do artificial. গোপাল বালকে যুদ্ধ ভাণ্ড লইয়া রাখিল, বাট দেখে সে বালক পুনর না আইল। After drinking milk, Madhavendra Puri washed the pot and put it aside. He looked toward the path, but the boy never returned. বসি নাম লয় পুরী নিদ্রা নাহি হয়, শেষ রাত্রে তন্দ্রা হইল বাহ্যবৃত্তি লয়। Madhavendra Puri could not sleep. He sat and chanted Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and at the end of the night he dozed. ঘুম পেয়েছে, তন্দ্রা এসছে, and his external activities stopped. স্বপ্নে দেখে সেই বালক সম্মুখে আসিয়া এক কুঞ্জে লইয়া গেল হাতেতে ধরিয়া। In a dream, Madhavendra Puri saw the very same boy. The boy came before him and holding his hand took him to a bush in the jungle. কুঞ্জ দেখাইয়া কহে, আমি এই কুঞ্জে রই, শীত বৃষ্টি বাতাগ্নিতে মহা দুঃখ পাই। The boy showed Madhavendra Puri the bush and said, I reside in this bush. Because of this, I suffer very much from severe cold, rain, and shower, wind, and scorching heat. গ্রামের লোক আনিয়া মা কারো কুঞ্জ হইতে পর্বত উপরি লইয়া রাখো ভালো মতে। Please bring the people of this village and get them to take me out of this bush, then have them situate me nicely on the top of the hill. একমত করি তাহা কর স্থাপন, বহু শীতল জলে কর শ্রীঅঙ্গ মার্জন। Please construct a temple on top of the hill, the boy continued, and install me in the temple. After this, wash me with large quantities of cold water, so that my body may become cleansed. বহুদিন তোমার পথ করি নিরীক্ষণ, কবে আসি মাধবামা করিবে সেবন। For many days I have been observing you. I have been wondering, when will Madhavendra Puri come here to serve? How intimate. তোমার প্রেমে বশ করি সেবা অঙ্গীকার, দর্শন দিয়া নিস্তারিব সকল সংসার। I have accepted your service due to your ecstatic love for me. Thus I shall appear, and my audience, all fallen souls, will be delivered. শ্রীগোপাল নাম মোর গোবর্ধনধারী, বজ্রের স্থাপিত আমি ইহা অধিকারী। My name is Gopal. I am the lifter of Govardhan Hill. I was installed by Vajra, and here I am the authority. প্রাতঃস্নান করি পুরী গ্রাম মধ্যে গেলা, সব লোক একত্র করি কহিতে লাগিলা। পড়তে গেলে অনেক সময় যাবে, তাই সংক্ষেপে বলে দিচ্ছি এবার। After taking his morning bath, Madhavendra Puri entered the village and assembled all the people. Then he spoke as follows. গ্রামের ঈশ্বর তোমার গোবর্ধনধারী, কুঞ্জে আছে চলো তারে বাহির যে করি। The proprietor of this village, Govardhan Dhari, he is lying in the bushes. Let us go there and rescue him from that place. অত্যন্ত নিবিড় কুঞ্জ নারী প্রবেশিতে কুঠারি কোদালি লহ দ্বার করিতে. The bushes are very dense. We will not be able to enter the jungle. Therefore, take chopper, spades to clear the way. শুনিল তার সঙ্গে চলিলা হরিষিতে হরিষে কুঞ্জ কাটি দ্বার করিলা প্রবেশে. Hearing this, all the people accompanied Madhavendra Puri with great pleasure. According to his direction, they cut down the bushes, cleared a path, and entered the jungle. ঠাকুর দেখিল মাটি চিনে আচ্ছাদিত, দেখি সব লোক হইল আনন্দে বিস্মিত. When they saw the deity covered with dirt, grass, they were all struck with wonder and pleasure. তারপরে পঞ্চগব্য পঞ্চামৃতে স্নান করিয়ে মহাস্নান করাইল শতঘর. With Panchamrita and Panchagabha, the Prabhupada said, what is all this thing? Panchagabha are milk, yogurt, ghee, clarified butter, and cow urine and cow dung. All these items come from the cow. Therefore, we can just imagine how important the cow is. And since its urine and stool are required for bathing the deity, the Panchamrita consists of 5 kinds of nectar: yogurt, milk, ghee, honey, and sugar. The major portion of this preparation also comes from the cow to make it more palatable. Sugar and honey are added. So it is said cows are very dear to Krishna. Namo Brahmano Devaya, Go Brahmano Hitaya, Jagat Hitaya Krishnaya, Govinda. In India, you will find that the Vedic culture is very deeply rooted. ভারতবর্ষে এটা হলো আধার বৈদিক কালচার, বৈদিক সংস্কৃতি. তাই we see in India sometimes people in the street see cow, they bring some grass and feed him. That if you simply pet a cow, Krishna is pleased with you. He says, Sangsiddhi Haritosana. You can please Radharani or Krishna. Your life is perfect. You see, Krishna is smiling. Radharani is smiling. They give nice garland with fragrance. Krishna like champaka. And see, Radharani's color. Krishna is smiling. And bees are humming. Oh, says Krishna is very pleased. You feel Krishna is there. So here, different types of oil, fragrant, all these things, they smeared his body, and then bathe him with chandan, tulsi, and flower garden, fragrant, dressing him nicely. Then did arati, and then they brought from the village all from the kumar, potters, big pot full with. They cook there also many Brahmin, lot of roti, rice, huge amount, did annakut utsav. And make it short. They are already 8:15. So we should introduce this. In our temple, they do that, Prabhupada said. The people can come, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, this is teaching. Nacho gao bhakta sangha karo sankirtan. You don't have to push your nose, stand on head, sit on the throne, on a thorn, on a severe hill around, do tapasya or up to Manasava, go there are so much water, frozen, and do tapasya. Nothing you have to do. Simply sing, simply dance, chant, take prasad, give other prasad, listen Krishna Katha. You will be topmost yogi. He is showing here like that. So Madhavendra Puri showing the ideal devotee's life. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, who can be so fortunate like Madhavendra Puri? Krishna so many times coming to him, either in a dream or personally. You have to be fortunate like that. And tell you something. in short later. When Madhavendra became old, same thing. One day the DT in a team told Madhavendra, Vrindavan, so hot, I cannot tolerate. If I could have my body smeared with sandalwood pulp, with camphor, camphor is the smell of brother and his body, camphor, I will feel relief. In other words, you bring, and to should bring that, he has to go to South India, to Vidyanagar, long distance. Had to go to Odisha, not direct, straight, no, then go like this. Thousands of miles. At the age of 80, now here is test. For Krishna will do, take risk. This is a devotee stage. You want to become advanced, you don't have to take danda to become advanced. Here is opportunity. Knocking. Madhavendra Guru passed that his die or not. In those days, you are not king that goes riding on horse with soldiers. You are not big zamindar going a palkin somebody carrying. He has to walk. He has to cross so many kingdoms. And there are so many restrictions. On the road, there is dacoit. They kill people, take away everything. There is ferocious animal to go through jungle. But he didn't care. He went. Everybody will be tested. He went. He went via Remuna. Now, Remuna, same thing he, like Chaitanya wanted. Oh, I heard he takes some kid famous, if I could get. Then he mentally thought that this is aparad. Rather, I should make something and offer to the Lord. And then, but Lord doesn't mind. He at once thought I shouldn't have said that. Lord corrected him. And what happened is that night, that Gopinath, then named Gopinath. Gopinath, Pujari, after doing the puja, everything, put the deity to rest, went to take rest at his room. In a dream, he saw the Lord Gopinath saying, Hey, I have got a great devotee. Name is Madhavendra Puri. He's doing his job of bhajan in the marketplace. It's just a 1-2 minute marketplace. No, from the temple. Just the temple's one side, back side, like the road, and there people do selling fruits, vegetables, market. There he's sitting and doing job. Hey now, you go there and tell I have for him brought, and he should take it. Then Puja said, Who is this fortunate guy? Krishna stole kid. Say, it is I kept it behind my leg. One pot, clay pot full of kheer behind my plate, near my cloth on the leg. And he went there. Here, really? I said, Who is this? Fortunate must be very fortunate man. Krishna said, When there, who is Madhavendra? So there is a sadhu, there you go. You are Madhavendra Puri? Yes, why? Then he paid Dandavat to him. You are a great soul. Sir, where you come from? This, that. No, I am nothing. Tell me, what is that? This is kid, Gopinath. So, ecstasy, tears rolled down. Why I gave trouble to Gopinath? Huh? For me, he has to stay. In ecstasy, how Gopinath is responding to you. It is not that at that time it happened. This is also happening now. Those are great devotee the experience. That's what he said. এখনো সেই লীলা করে গৌরায়. Lord's pastime still going on. According to our quality of devotion, he is reciprocating to him. He may not tell everybody now. কোনো কোনো ভাগ্যবান দেখিবারে পায়. You have to be fortunate to see, experience. So Madhavendra Puri had this. Anyway, he thought his name and fame spread. He had that very night he left that place. The people don't know. Devotee does not want name fame, but name fame chase him. This is the sweetness of Krishna consciousness. You don't have to do name fame with something. Whatever. Shall I finish it here? Almost 8:30, 8:20. It will be late. I can go on. Maybe some other function tomorrow there. Maybe come.